What's up, guys? Welcome back to Nascent Toy Collector. Adam here, and today is TMN Tuesday. That's right, the day where I take a look at some Ninja Turtle shit, and it's one of my favorite days of the week. Today, I am looking at the Loyal Subjects Best Action TMNT series that's available right now at retail. You can get it at Walmart, you can get it at our store, Infinite Collectibles. We have these guys as well. They also have just released a Casey Jones, I believe a Shredder. We've got like a Bebop and Rocksteady coming. So, I mean, this line is starting to expand, and it is pretty cool. I do, though, however, have some issues with it. Now, look at them. They display great together, right? They look so classic. They look so 1987. They look rad. I love it. But there's just a few things about them that I don't love. Now, looking at them like this, though, they look pretty badass. Now, they are at a $17.99 price point. So some of my nitpicks about them are probably just because they're not high-end figures. Now, one of my ultimate pet peeves here is that, like this right here. I'm about to show you with Raphael because I was so pumped to get Raph, and look how these size fit in his hand. I mean, do you see that? Look at that. That is, I mean, are you kidding me? That it's like barely in there, and when you get it out of there, you see it's like he barely holds on. Hold on, stand up there, buddy. He barely, and I just mean barely, holds on to this little piece at the end. That's really all that it is. And these things are such, I mean, you can see how good a shape they're in. They're just really soft, pliable plastic. Look at that. I mean, it's really, the whole thing's like that. It's just really, it's not much. And I'm really shocked that they really just do not fit Raphael's hand at all. Neither of them do. This one's the same way. I mean, this one just flops around, I mean, did you see? I mean, look at that. It's kind of, you can just poke it through there and it just comes right out. And that is, I think, the most disappointing thing about this entire setup. That I hate it. I mean, I hate that. I don't hate the figure. It's just really, 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 really not what I was looking for. Now, everything else about this like really pops. I mean, look at him. He looks great. You can put the size in his little holders back here, and that looks pretty good, honestly. Doesn't look bad. I love the shell, the really simple shell deco. They look nice. They've got some pretty good articulation. They do, stretch and they give, and I think Raphael's the only one I didn't break the little shell joint on trying to get his head swapped, because I've had some issues with that. But overall, like I said, I love the look of this figure, and if you're not like playing with it, if you just pose him and you put the size in his hands and just pose him, it really doesn't look that bad. But just knowing it kind of irks me a little bit. But I have had them set up, and I do like the way they all look together. And you can see the articulation. I know I've already went over Donatello in one of my previous videos, but they've got the arm swivel. Their shoulders do pretty good all the way around there. They've got the bicep. They've got the 3-part elbow, which looks cool, especially with the sweatband in there. They don't swivel at the forearm, but they do swivel at the wrist, and they have, hinged elbows there, or hinged wrists, and, they've got nice, everything's pretty nice. The legs are the same. They do have a little bit of side-to-side crunching kind of going on, but they are turtles. I mean, they've got the shell, so what do you expect there, right? They got the thigh swivel, and of course they've got the 3-part knee, and they've got the forward and back, not so much side to side, but they do have a lot of forward and back in the ankle. So, very nicely articulated for the price point, I will say. I didn't really have any issues with Leo. I think Leo's he might be the best one. I think he looks fantastic. The swords look pretty cool. They are that kind of soft plastic, but they're not as soft and as bendable as Raphael's size. They do retain their shape pretty well, and he looks badass with them crossed like that. I love Leo. I used to not love Leo, but Leo has absolutely become one of my very favorite turtles. Now, I hate the way this thing looks on his back, though. Look at that. What a just giant bulbous, like he couldn't, if he tried to lay down, I mean, he'd be like, I don't know. I don't think they thought this out very well. It's like these two sword holders are under the strap. Like, you see that? The way this is done. And the way it's done is, so they come with these little pegs, and you just kind of peg that into the shell, and it's really, I don't know, it's kind of janky. Honestly, there again, $17.99 price point. They do look great when they're posed up. Now, you know, you cannot see that at all when I stand him here with the rest of them. We've already looked at Don. I love it. I still love it. He's my favorite turtle. But I love this all together aesthetic. I'm sure you guys do too. Now, I did have, like I said, an issue with Michelangelo. Michelangelo is an awesome turtle. He looks fantastic. Same thing with the belt there. His head did not want to fit. So you see, like, I've got his shell. I think I broke the little, it has like a little peg in it, and I'm pretty sure I broke it. So now it doesn't really stay like still on him. Oh well, I guess that's just part of, you know, the peg for his head was like too small, and it just didn't want to snap down on there. And when I was pushing down on him, you can see what happened. It just moved the shell and then it broke the little peg, and that's kind of what happened. Now, the actual issue though I have with Michelangelo is that mine only came with 3 left hands and just has the open right hand, so I cannot give him both sets of nunchucks. He did not come with another gripping hand. He was supposed to. I've seen other people's, they have them, but mine did not come with the correct amount of right hands. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I mean, there again though, on the cheaper side, right? What do you expect? Overall though, the figures, they look really nice. I do think they look cool when they're settings, you know, like I've already said, on display somewhere. Just you really would not want to get these and give them to your kids as a toy, because they would not stand up to any, I don't think, kind of play. Not any at all. Now I love the boxes. The boxes look great. They have really nice retro looking turtle stuff. Let's see, they did come with some extra accessories. Donatello came with a piece of pizza. Raph came with like a little dirk and a ninja star. You know how they used to always come with that stuff back in the day. Mikey did come with the turtle hook, the grappling hook thing that he always had in the show. And you can see here's all the wrong hands. It's crazy. He's got a closed fist for the right hand, but no gripping hand. He's got 2 closed fists for the right hand, but no grip. Totally wrong. And he came with 2 left gripping hands. But he's got the, there was a time where he changed over to where he only carried the grappling hook, because the nunchucks were seen as too violent in other markets outside of the US. I'm not sure exactly how he's supposed to use this thing. It has like just a round plastic piece and then a straight piece of plastic that didn't seem very pliable. It's not like Raphael's size. It seems really stiff, so I'm not exactly sure how he's supposed to be able to use that. And Leo, strangely, just came with a sewer lid. Like, that was his only accessory, a sewer lid. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, whatever. I didn't buy them for that. I do think they look great in the box, though. Like, they absolutely do present really well in the box, and they have this awesome cartoon style artwork. So if you were an inbox collector and you were going to display these guys in box, they do look wonderful. I don't have pictures of that here. I will have some in the video though. So overall, I'll say it again. They look great posed. Look at them. They look awesome. They would not hold up to any kind of vigorous play at all. And man, I hate that Raphael cannot hold his size. I hope that's just mine. Maybe you guys let me know in the comments if you have any experience with this. Hopefully that's just my Raph that can't, because that's okay. I'll make do as long as not everyone has to deal with that. It'll be all right. And I guess that's it, you guys. I am looking forward to the Casey Jones. I would like to get him out. I look forward to any Casey Jones. I wish I could afford Casey and NECA. My God, the original cartoon Casey Jones NECA figure. It's on eBay for like $130. Like, I'm not paying $130 for him. I'm sorry. I'm a tight ass like that. I cannot pay, even though I would love to have him. He looks badass. Can't give $130 for it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe. Like I said, we have these guys down at Infinite, And like, I've never had any other Raphael open. Maybe the rest of them aren't like this. I don't know. We do have these at Infinite. They are at Walmart. I'm sure that you can find them at other places as well. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will catch you next TMN Tuesday. Peace out.